Hey everybody, this is Maria with J&M Garden. I just wanted to go ahead and start our first video for the year. I did plant some daffodils in this area, and I can see that they're starting to poke through. You can see it right there, but they're just not ready yet. I don't know. I think that this type of variety doesn't come out as early as others. But then over here I have these 3 gardenias, and they looked great for most of the winter, but I don't know what happened, but this one over here looks really bad. So I don't know if they're gonna make it. I'm actually planning on moving them to the other side of the house and putting them in the ground, or I don't know if I'm gonna keep them in the pots. Maybe I'll just put them into the ground. But I'm thinking that it's because like that one's more sheltered from the wind, and these get like most of the wind. Because that's north. Sorry, that's north over there. And then these are my nursery beds, and all of these are wallflowers, and this is a primrose. I think this is, I'm not really sure what this is. I think this is a hollyhock, and I don't know what that is. I think that's a weed. But that one back there is a hollyhock. That one. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what this is. We'll figure it out. And I don't know what that is, but these are dianthus. And these little guys, I think, are alliums. Oh, look, it has, that's so cute. It has a little droplet of water. And a rosemary, which I didn't think that was going to make it, but so far it looks good. And then on this side, this area is getting a lot of water, so whatever was there died. But I think, I'm not sure, I'll have to like look into these, but I think these are Canterbury bells. This is a daisy, and that's another allium. But that's the only one. Oh, there's another one over there. That's the only one that's come up so far. I think maybe this, I need to come and do some watering. So first of all, let me say, like, excuse the weeds, because it's been raining a lot, and by the time that I get home it's already dark, so I can't even get around to weeding. But I guess this weekend I'm hoping that it doesn't rain and I can cut back whatever I left over the winter. But in the sedum you can already see that it's, you know, coming back. And that one back there too, I need to put more soil. It washed away. But if you look in there, and I'm trying not to step in here because everything's really muddy, you can see that some of the bulbs are coming out. I can't remember. I planted some irises over here and some anemone blancas, I think. But I think that the blancas don't, if they do come up, I'm not going to leave them here. Oh, and here's another little sedum that's coming up. And that's chrysanthemums or chrysanthemums, I'm not sure. I think this is a rose campion. I like this one a lot. And those are peonies, and those back there are irises. And I didn't put a whole lot of stuff in here. I'm actually wanting to make it bigger. It's only like I think like 3 feet long. But these guys have got to be like my favorite bulbs because look at them, and they were basically the first thing they came out, and I was so excited. And I think I Instagrammed this because I was so excited. And then we have some tulips coming up. There's another one. But I just have a lot of cleanup to do. This side of my house gets sun, and this side over here does, like last time I tried to weed, this side was frozen. But there's some hellebores. They don't look so good. I don't know. And then let me walk over here. So I don't know if I'm doing this right, but basically I bought these trees from, I think, arborday.org, and they came like in the middle of December, and I couldn't put them out because I felt like they were gonna die. Like I think the ground was already frozen, so I just wasn't really willing to risk it. So I just potted them up and put them inside my garage, and now I'm trying to harden them off little by little so that they can get used to the elements before I just shove them back out. But basically on this little bed, which, like, again, excuse the weeds, I have pretty much the same plants as on the other side, with the exception of this verbena, and I don't know if this is perennial or not, but if it does come back, I'm gonna move it because it was like taking over this spot. And I feel like it's great if it's a perennial that that gives blooms a lot, like the blooms like non-stop. But if it's just taking over with a bunch of green, then I don't really want it. And this is supposed to be another peony, and honestly, I'm not sure if it's gonna come back because what happened is at the beginning, oh, I think it is. Look, that's exciting. So at the beginning, I had my trash can on this side, and when the trash people would come and like empty my trash container, they would throw it and it would land half on this garden bed, so they broke the peony. And then right where these rocks are, I had a Joe Pye, like a baby Joe Pye, because basically I was trying to add some height to these areas, and I planted one on each side, but I don't think the second one is gonna come up. But here's some more crocuses. I actually didn't plant any. This one's more orange. That's cute. I didn't plant any tulips on this side because this side is it's still a work in progress, but I'm running out of light. I need to hurry up. So I planted these purple Pallas heucheras, and I guess they're either I didn't think they were evergreen, so maybe we just didn't have a like strong enough winter, but they stayed, you know, they kept their foliage. And this is some Hypernicum, I think is the name, St. John's wort. I have 3 of those, so you can kind of see the green there. And honestly, I had a lot more stuff in this section right here, but we had to rent a wood chipper, and so my dad had to drive his truck over this area. So I don't know if whatever we planted here is gonna make it or not, but here's something that he basically ran over it, and I don't want to really mess with it, but I think either they're fritillary or fritillaria, or crocuses, one of the two, because I planted those here, but they're all coming up now, like, which is exciting, super exciting. Because at first I was like, man, these are not gonna come up, but they're coming up, so that's good. A fern, I have to cut it back, and then this area over here, I just have a rose with 2 garas on the side, and I had a just like a line of cabbages, but so far I think they've been dying, so I only have 2 good ones now. I don't really know. I think that I'm supposed to cover those or something. I don't know. I don't think that they were meant to overwinter. I'm not sure. And then over here I have my tulips, where I planted the bulk of my tulips. And look at that. I am so excited. They're coming up. And I think that maybe I just live in a bad area for gardenias, because I planted 3 gardenias on this side. And again, I think the one that gets the most northern wind just hates it. But I'll have to figure out something else to plant on this side of the house, because it's just like these tulips are gonna come out and then they're gonna die, and you know, then it's gonna be empty again for the year. Last year I planted some lantana and that worked pretty well. Okay, let me walk over here. Look, this is where my dad's tire skidded. So I have a fig, and because I also have a deer problem, because they've just been eating my fig. That really sucks. I think that I was really excited because I was like, yay, I'm gonna have figs this year. And then you know, we've had deer coming in here and eating them, and there's like 7 of them, and this already has new growth. That's crazy. And that's an olive, and I actually meant to bring that indoors, but I forgot. And these are blueberries, and they have tons of new growth. I don't think I'm gonna get it to focus, but anyways, yeah, these are blueberries. And I think that this year I have 2 in 1 pot, because honestly, like, pots are really expensive, and so I just put 2 in 1 pot until I could buy enough pots to put them in separate pots or put them in the ground. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is, I'm not sure if I uploaded a picture of what our yard looked like, but we basically cut down all the brush and rented a wood chipper and cut it all down. So now we have that huge open area where I plan on putting a vegetable garden. There's where like most of the wood chip is, and there. So super excited. I can't wait. If I didn't post the video, I'll upload it later so that you guys can see the before and the after. Thank you. That's it for today. Since I'm running out of daylight, have a great night. Bye-bye.